Hello there, and welcome to my stream. I am Mark Takeshi Ota, and I am a voice actor, and I am the voice of Ryunosuke Naruhodo, and today I will be playing more of The Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. Oh, Resolve, actually. Chronicles and Resolve. Chronicles is Resolve. Resolve is part of Chronicles, and that is what we're doing today. It's Obi-Wan Kenobi? Is that me? Obi-Wan Kenobi? You're our only hope. Help us, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're our only hope. Wait, is my microphone not working? No, wait, what? Is my microphone working? Are you all hearing me? Hold on a moment. It's working. Okay, thank God. Wait, what? Oh, it's down here. Okay. There's so many bars in my OBS. I was very confused about which one is what. Anyway, all very confusing. Loud and clear. Very loud and clear. Oh, I had to sit up a little bit. There's so many. Why is there so many audio mixes? Technology, you know, it's not confusing at all. Technology is very easy. Kazutsum. They're both right here. I don't know what you're talking about. They just like to make an entrance. They like to come. Oh, we've got gift subs. Ooh, thank you so much, Poggy Pocket. I really appreciate your continued support. It's really sweet. Thank you so much. We need to wave them away. It's just explosion. Come on. Sheesh, like, just chill emotes. They just always like to take the center of attention, do they? It's like, yo, we like to fly all over the screen. Why is my hand disappearing like this? Oh. It could like be a little bit wider. I could have like a wider angle where like I stretch out my arms and you can see all of them. That will be next time. Oh, thanks Stream Elements for the update. You coming in there quite late, aren't you? Just be like, yo, by the way, I know there's been some issues. But yeah, this Mark guy, he's now live in case you've missed it, you know. But yes, our little tsum-tsums like to make an entrance. They go like we're walking up the oi, hey, where are you gonna start without us? How dare you? Rude. We are both now speaking with one voice because that's what we're gonna do. And you're not gonna start a stream without us, are you? That would be so rude. You know, we are actually the main characters. You are just pretending. Imagine if I could actually do, what is it called? Ventriloquy or something. Ventriloquism? Maybe I should practice that. Maybe I should learn that. And one day I can do ventriloquism. Ah, now Kazuma is like completely disappearing. Kazuma doesn't like to disappear. Oh, look, that is a pretty good setup, isn't it? It's like they're exactly perched on the court. Wow, it's like I'm so good at technology. Now I just need to do it such that I have a table here and that you can see my left arm as well. then that would be even more advanced. And I wouldn't be such a... Wait, it can look like there's another hand coming into the screen here. Hey, you! Over there! You stop right now! Oh, did I just... Hold on. I think I have this here on. How many times will Kazutsum fall today? Taking bets. Come on now. Place your bets. See what people think. So I you know, in my general just kind of thinking about things, I posted a poll on Twitter asking if people wanted to hear my my first, what I'm saying first, yeah, my original audition for Ryunosuke Naruhodo, and like a few people have said like, yeah, they're down for that. So I thought the thing is, because the audition actually there wasn't really anything. They didn't give me a script or anything to audition. So I thought, you know, maybe I could just show that and see what that's like for people, you know, like because it was actually my very first audition. I think it was my first audition for a video game that I've ever done. Maybe I could have like done that as a like sort of finishing the game special, but what the hell? We're just in the middle of case 2, but why not? Wow, the bets are like 5+. 57% of you think that I will drop Kazuma more than 5 times. That is just rude. I don't mean to be influencing the election, but I need some more votes for a lower number here now, because otherwise I'm going to be personally offended. I'm going to be personally offended if this stays like that. So I need a smaller number. I need a little bit more trust in my ability to keep Kazuma safe. Okay? This is not an election meddling. This is completely fair democracy. And I will not stand for it. You could have put 0, LC. Exactly. What is that backstabbing by our mods here, huh? LC, you don't have any trust in me either? You think... I think it would be funny if, like, now as I'm gesturing and angry, like, I would accidentally hit him off and he would, like, fly off into the distance. So, but no, I'm not going to do that, because that would be rude. And I am not a rude person. Hype train success, it says on my screen. What do I get? I get that's an emote, it said. That's a kitty. Where do I find all of these now, actually? I don't really know how this works. Where are they? Oh, they're on Twitch under Twitch Hype Train. What a cute, that's a serve. That's a strutting kitty. That's very cute. Right, so I guess this is very like anticlimactic, but I can just play. So for context, when I was auditioning for Great Ace Attorney, I didn't know what it was. It just had a code name, and that's always how you audition for video games. You just have a code name, and then I got contacted by at the time I was actually agentless, so I was just contacted by a producer that I had previously been in contact with, and he just said, like, can you send me some samples? And well, he actually contacted me and then said, can you submit me? And he would have been happy to rip audio from just my show reel or something, but he asked if I also have anything else, or if I would be willing to steer my tape kind of and do something that's like, I think, young hero type, with somewhat of an RP accent. So I recorded a speech that was actually from Troll Hunters. I don't know if anybody's seen Troll Hunters, the TV show, but I really liked it. And there's a speech that he gives that the main character gives. I forgot what his name was. It was like Jake or Jack or Luke or something like that. But he gives a speech about what it means to be a hero. And I think the other character also gives that speech back, like says that speech as well. But yeah, so then I recorded it, and I can probably play that if I speech. It's not due. It's from Troll Hunters' speech, basically, because they didn't give me an audition script, so it was just like, can you record something for us? And then I was like, yeah, sure, I can record something. And so I did. So let me just see. I'm just gonna put the music a little bit more into the background here. And then let's see. This was I sent 2 things, but one was this speech, and this was, like I said, never really done an audition at the time before. I had just torn my meniscus and I couldn't walk. So I was basically in one. Kazutsuma Fall has won. Election meddling works. Thank you. So I had just torn my meniscus, and no, nothing's rigged. This was completely natural. That was no election interference. I'm shutting it down. So yeah, so then I recorded, without further ado, this is what I recorded. I hope you can hear that.
Destiny. Destiny is a gift. Some go their entire lives living existences in quiet desperation, never learning the truth that what feels as though a burden pushing down upon our shoulders is actually a sense of purpose that lifts us to greater heights. Never forget that fear is but the precursor to valor, that to strive and triumph in the face of fear is what it means to be a hero. Don't think, become.
So that was one of them. So that was the speech. And but then I also sent something else that was kind of like a sample recording I did for something else. So that was the other one. Once again, waiting on Chang, my fate resting in his hands. When will I ever learn? This is a misunderstanding, sir. I've got nothing on me. Feel free to search me. So those were my auditions that I sent through. And then I basically... What happens when you audition is, right, you don't really hear anything back initially. You just kind of send it off into the ether. And like, because I had just torn my meniscus, and it was during COVID in 2020, I had surgery about a week later. And as I was recovering from surgery, like I think 1 or 2 months later or something, I got an email saying like, hey, you booked this job. And I was very excited. Obviously, and it was my first video game, and then it was like the lead character in the game, which was like I'd never been the lead in anything. Well, some short films, I think, but yeah. So that was very exciting. So that is just a little bit of history there for you. What ended up getting me this gig that we are here for now today to watch me play that game. Yeah. What a ride it has been. Anyway, I how are you all doing? How's it going? Wherever you are in the world, you've been having a good day. What did you think of that audition? Do you recognize the later voice that I did, or is it completely different? I listened like to the speech, and I was like, I know that I recorded that just on my bed with the duvet over my head to kind of be able to record it very with good audio. But at the time I didn't have a home studio or anything. I just didn't have the experience of doing that. So yeah. Anyway, role was made for my do voice. Oh, thank you so much, Auroris Borealis. That's very kind of you. You're doing okay, Apologist Ice. Apologist Ice, or maybe Justice. Doing okay. I hope that's a good okay. I hope that's not a just okay. Which, you know what? If that is the case, that's also fine. It's fine to sometimes not be fine. For example, me, yesterday, I wasn't feeling all that great. And I think I said that also at the beginning of the stream. And then as I was playing, I was feeling better. And then today I've had a much better day and feeling much better. So sometimes that's just life, One day you feel not so good. Next day you feel better. And, it's just how life goes sometimes, right? AIM listens to that was cool. I'm glad that was cool to hear. It ended up being a very successful stream. Yes, I was also very down about basically not being able to kill a single boss, beat a single boss in the whole stream. And then by the end of it, I beat 2 big ones. And that was very exciting. Balloons for that. Balloons for that. Because I was thinking the reactions didn't work again or something. Reborn P27 didn't expect the Thursday stream, but cool. Doing all right. Yes, because as I said before, on Sunday I'm not going to be able to stream because I'm going to be supporting my friend who's running a marathon. So I thought I'll mix it up a little bit, and for old time's sake, I'll come back to Thursday, which, I used to stream on Thursday anyway. So, Gold... Oh, excuse me, that's me burping right there. Gold Aerospray, doing good. Just got back home from hanging out with some friends. to celebrate your birthday. That was yesterday. Happy birthday to Gold Arrow Spray. Wee-hee! And balloons. I hope you had a lovely birthday yesterday. And even some fireworks. There we go. Got everything. You got all of it. Maybe even some lasers if you like lasers. Yeah. We like lasers. Sheol, what's going on? How are you doing? Look, those are your friend's bracelets. And we've got your drawing as well, but it's behind the green screen, so it's a little hidden right now. Had a good week. Then you saw Dan Povenmire? I don't know what Dan Povenmire is. Is that something that I should be known that I should know? How am I feeling today, Aimlisten? So as I just said, feeling much better today. So thank you so much. Anonymous, sleepy. It's 1 a.m. That's fair enough. Mykonox, you've been feeling sick but better now. Especially with a surprise stream, indeed. I got it right, just ice, 2 words. Yeah, there's no justice in just ice, is there? Karox, you were worried a bit. I'm so sorry to worry you. I think it's sometimes there's like I guess a tendency for our online presences to just, be always okay and always just show the good stuff. And I was kind of like, I don't necessarily want to live like, I'm not like a full-time live streamer that streams everything that's going on in their lives, but I think it's also okay to just show sometimes that you're not doing so well and that you're a little bit vulnerable and if that happens, then Fire of Resolve can't hold it in any longer, but you got too excited and you voted more than once. Wow. We have election interference, election fraud, everything. But you know what? It's fine. It's fine because I won, and that's all that matters. But ouch! I just hit my foot. It was instant karma. But yes, I think it's okay to sometimes be a little bit vulnerable and be like, hey, I'm not really doing that great. But that doesn't mean that has to be a permanent thing. And that doesn't mean that y'all have to be worried, but I appreciate the concern. Anyway, we are playing... No, Fire of Resolve, we don't want you to go to jail. That'd be so sad, unless you're a criminal. I mean, like, if you've done crime, then you gotta do the time. But if you've not done crime, it's okay. It's okay. It's not America, so it's fine. Oh, damn. Oh... It's getting political, eh? I have watched the documentary at some point. What is it called? The 13th or something like that? Yeah, 13th. Is it 13th Amendment? Ooh, God, yeah. This is some it's pretty harsh truths out there, isn't there? Anyway, but that's not what we're here for today. We are here to play more of Great Ace Attorney 2 Resolve, and we're going to resolve these emails that are just... See, now it's not even dinging, it's just doing the stuff that I don't understand sometimes. Did I just hear my voice? Hello? Test. No, I'm just going a little bit crazy. That's fine. That's okay then, because that's just part of life. Sometimes you go a little bit crazy. La la la, crazy times. Alright, time to play this game. Time to do some playing of the game. It do be like that. Game time. We have... Wait. I'm trying to think. Can I do a summary of what happened last time? Where did we end up? I'm trying to remember. We're in case number 2. Soseki. Last time on... I think I have to, like, go into it and then I'll remember. If I was a really, I mean, I am obviously really pro, but if I was even more pro, I would be like, last time on stream, we did this and this and that. But my brain is not that good, so I'm gonna just have to go in there, and then I'll remember. We're at this dude. I kind of completely forgot. Sham Spear. Were we in the middle of the summation examination and then something else happened and then we were, summation examination, we managed to get 4 Jiros on our side, didn't we? And now we need to talk more to the gas man. The ladies and gentlemen of the jury now find they are unable to trust you, the victim. Sham Spear. Sham Spear has screwed the pooch. Victory. We have gotten a victory.
This gas man speaketh that which concerns him most. Naught but gas, naught but thin air. Aye, it burneth bright a while, but it hath no substance, and it doth reek foul. Oi, what did you say?
Do I take it, Mr. Shamspear, that you deny the allegations of gas thievery?
Most heartily, my lord, as thou forgot, I am as a seraph. Is it a seraph or a seraph? I don't really know. An angel. Noble of mind, sweet of nature, and verily honest of heart. You flowery mouth pompous beanball, just because I haven't got the evidence yet.
Mr. Shamspear, if, in fact, you are not of noble mind, you are not noble of mind even, sweet of nature, or honest of heart, if you are a liar, then your testimony should have no sway in this courtroom. Huh? It is my considered opinion that at the present time no other possible culprit of this crime has been identified. All testimony heard by the court thus far heavily implicates the defendant. In short, it would not be unreasonable at this stage for me to rule on the case.
Oh no.
However, in light of the fact that the jury has expressed concern about the fidelity of this witness, I believe it would be inappropriate for this court not to pursue the point further.
Objection!
I assure you, my lord, am I sounding handsome enough? I assure you, my lord, that would be a waste of the court's time. The gas and this case are unrelated. Juror number 4. Yes. Didn't you say before that although you had no hard evidence to prove this man has been stealing gas, you have strong grounds for suspecting him? That's right, we do. Don't we, worker? Absolutely, Lady Quimby. Gasman's honor.
Very well, then. We will hear your testimony now. You will tell the court precisely why you believe the victim, Mr. William Shamspear, has been stealing gas.
Yes, my lord. It'll be my pleasure on the ultimate... If I may, my lord.
Go ahead, madam.
This worker's testimony may have a significant bearing on the good name of my husband's company. Therefore, I should like to take the stand alongside him in a supervisory role, if you wouldn't mind. Oh yeah, sweet as honey. Yeah. What's up with that guy? He's weird.
Why is he so excited about that? What a weirdo. What a simp. Very well. As an exception, I shall honor your request.
Thank you, my lord.
Isn't weird an ace attorney, to be honest. Very fair. You want to speak, aren't you, Apollo Justice? I mean, just ice. Whoopsie.
You wait till the boss gives you an earful. Oh, it's gonna sting you, mark my words. Meet him in.
So you will both testify before the court on the subject of the illegal consumption of the Altamont Gas Company's fuel. I have not been drinking eggnog because I am not really Santa.
Yes, is that clear, my good man? Clear as ultimate gas, my lady. Which is the clearest in the world.
Is that how gas works? I don't really know. Even though it's 6:30, I'm still drinking coffee. I've got a problem. But I do still have static also. So I've got a little bit of both. Both is available for purchase. Not really for purchase, just for drinking. Do you think the gas has gone to his head, Miss Susato? Good old static indeed. Oh, I can see one thing that's confusing about caffeine, right? People have caffeine after dinner sometimes, right? People get a coffee or an espresso after they've had dinner in an Italian restaurant or something. That's completely normal. They can still sleep. And also, people have cups of tea in the evening, and tea also has caffeine, even if it's less. So, it all doesn't really make sense. I'll sleep anyway. I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
I think the man is just a very dedicated employee, Mr. Naruhodo.
He sounds like it, doesn't he? Yeah, maybe kitchen. You shouldn't have any coffee then if it makes you be up for 2 days. The Altamont Gas Company's investigation.
I'm proud to be the company's East End branch investigator and meter money collection agent. Ultimate gas meters accept penny bits. Each coin given customers about 2 hours of gorgeous gas. Gorgeous gas. We love gorgeous gas. Gorgeous. It's gorgeous, our gas. And yet, the meter in Mr. Shamspeare's room didn't have a single coin in it. The meter doesn't appear to have been tampered with, though, and the collection agent has the only key. Somehow he's using all the flaming gas he wants without paying a penny. If that's not thieving, what is? What is? I ask you, what is?
Right. It was a pretty short testimony. Pray forgive the discourtesy. The irrelevance of this testimony caused me to turn my hallowed chalice. What do you mean by that remark, Lord Van Zeeks? Did the mustachioed Nipponese poison the gangling excuse for an actor, or didn't he? That is all that should concern this court. And yet now we must listen to this, abhorrence. Explosion! Clearly what separates the vast British Empire and your Eastern Island nation is more than geographical distance. Oh, he's bringing the racism again. But this could turn out to be crucial testimony. The cross-examination must go ahead, you doofus. Yes, the glass was not enough. I have to throw the bottle as well. Do what you will, you little man. Lord Van Zeeks appears to be in a violent mood. Yep. Is he ever not? Yes, he does. Ay. Yeah, that looks like... Isn't there people in the gallery? Excuse me. That's coffee and static. just bubbling up. An attempted poisoning and an incidence of gas theft with no supporting evidence. It's true that they would appear completely unrelated at first glance. Oh, that taste coming back. Come on, kitchen. It was just a burp. I'm sorry. It's very natural, okay? You know, when you're streaming, it just can happen sometimes. It happens a lot when I'm doing voiceovers, actually. It's oftentimes while I'm doing voiceovers, I drink a lot of liquid, and sometimes, you know, when you're using your voice, and I'm classically trained, in case you didn't know, you know, you got to learn to release that diaphragm and release those intercostal muscles, and you know, the more you release, then sometimes things just come out, you know, and then that's just what happens. I know you meant the Coffee and Static mixture, kitchen, but it didn't come back out. It didn't come back. It was just the air. I didn't throw up in my mouth. It's gross. You're gross, kitchen. Yuck. No, I'm kidding. It's fine. I'm just joking. Anyway, back to the game. If I get him, we like to. Wait, I missed that. But anyway, that's how you know he's British. He annoys the French. Who annoys the French? I don't annoy the French, do I? I would never. Anyway, Ryunosuke, but I wonder. The truth tends to be buried in the most unusual places. And the first step in uncovering it will be to establish just who and what this man really is. He finds him so objectionable that he's like, what is this man? What even are you? Like, I'm looking at you and I don't know what you are. You're asking if I'm not British. No, I'm not British. I'm German Japanese, my dears. Now you know what I am. But what are you? What even are you, huh? Yeah, you. I'm talking to you right there. What are you? Just tell me. Tell me what you are. Anyway, and the first step in uncovering it will be to establish just... Oh, wait, I already said this. I already said that. Cross-examination time. You'll do me one better, Reborn P27. Why are you? Well, that's precisely why you have that philosophical name, right? Reborn P27. Because you didn't know why you were, so you were reborn 27 times, or even P27 times. I don't know what that means exactly, but... Uh-oh, I'm moving the mic. I'm moving the mic. See, no one fell. No one fell. The Ultimate Gas Company's investigation. Holding on. That's right. They're both holding on. I'm proud to be the company's East End branch investigator and meter money collection agent. Ultimate... Oh, why is this... Oh, my... Why did this... Okay, hold on. I just need to change some settings in my system. Because I don't like that the sound came out of my MacBook speakers. I don't... What? Wait, what? I don't know what just happened. Maybe it didn't come out of my MacBook speakers. In which case, that's fine. But I'm just going to close this down. Okay. There we go. There we go. All sorted. Okay. Ultimate gas meter... Wait. Investing on money collection. Let's just read them through first and see if we can already guess where the flaw is. The P stands for Phoenix, because you were an edgy teen and just stuck like that for years. Do y'all want to know what my first online name was and how I came up with it? My first online name, that I don't know if that sounds like actually really stupid, but it It was actually just Intenso Man. So INTENSO and then MAN, because everything was just man. But the reason is actually really stupid. It wasn't because I was really intense. It was just that I couldn't think of anything. And then you had to I think it was an email also that I set up and then names and stuff. And then, no, Intenso, intense O, INTENSO. And the reason was just that there were some, I forgot what they call it. When you have empty CDs, a CD, they were called Rohlinge in German, which means an unwritten CD, so you could burn other things onto the CD. And the brand of it was Intenso. So I was just what name should I? Yeah, this seems like a blank CD. Exactly, it's just a blank CD, and the brand was just Intenso. And I say, I guess it'd just be Intenso Man. That was my first name online. It was just just Intenso Man. I don't know, what's up? Hey, Intenso Man. Maybe that should be my YouTube or something. Anyway. I'll get back to the game. But yeah, y'all can share what your first ones were. Although actually my very first email, I think, was Takeshi_pizza. Because I think back in the early 90s, that's kind of what people just did. They're just food or pizza or something. Oh, NEJ Live, your internet won't work enough for stream. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. There seem to be multiple people with internet issues. One of our mods, Taisa, is also having internet issues, which seem frustrating. But hey, I know what it's like when you have internet issues. I've had that issue so many times, and then nowadays I think I've got a pretty good amount of gigabytes with my phone. So if I have internet issues, I can usually just connect my phone to my laptop, and that could last me for a few days. But anyway, back to the game. So let's see if I can guess. Although I am curious what people's names were here now. I get distracted, don't I? Pizza. Your aim listens to was anime inspires me. Oh, that's cute. Perry, go away. You're late again. Don't worry about it. It's all good. Your first was Aurora. Auroris Borealis. Aurora is a beautiful name, frankly. Aurora is just a beautiful name. That's just an objectively beautiful name. As I could I don't have children, but if I had a daughter, I'd be yeah, that's Aurora. Although with my surname, that wouldn't really work, right? Aurora Ota. Aurora Ota. It doesn't work. But it's a good name. But that's how AIM listens to. Anime inspires me. Oh, that makes sense. Eminem, your first username is your current username, you just realized. Yeah, but you just the real Slim Shady, right? Eminem. Eileen, yours was Nana because it was the first random name I got in a game you used to play. Very good, see? A very weird creature. Your first online name was a minor character in your cousin's webcomic series. Well, now we need to know what it was. Or was your username just a minor character in your cousin's webcomic series? Because that would also be a good username. Hi, my name is a minor character in my cousin's webcomic series. You can call me Mr. Pizza. No, you can't call me Mr. Pizza. That's not my name anymore. I've been reborn. We should blame Van Zieks for internet issues. Very good. Very good idea. Aurora. Yours is actually referencing M&M's, like the candy. Wait. Hold on. You're not the real Eminem, the rapper? All right, this stream's getting shut down. I'm done. It's the only reason I was doing this. I thought Eminem was one of my viewers. I'm so disappointed. I'm only joking. You're much better anyway. Mark Takeshi Pizza. Yes, that's my new surname. I wish I was the inventor of pizza, man. You know how rich I would be? I'd be so rich. Anyway, back to the game. Proud to be the company's East End branch investigator and meter money collection agent. That's right, you are. Altamont gas meters accept thrup penny bits. Each coin given customers about 2 hours of gorgeous gas. And yet, the meter in Mr. Shamspeare's room didn't have a single coin in it. The meter doesn't appear to have been tampered with, though. And the collection agent has the only key. Somehow he's using all the flaming gassy ones without paying a penny. If that's not thieving, what is? Okay. We're obviously gonna press at some point, but let's just have a look if we can figure out already what it is. The sum of 2 shillings tendered in receipt of. Okay, so that is the book receipt we have. This is a street map, which will at some point... Why do we have this map here? I mean, I'm sure it'll become relevant eventually, but this seems to be the map that we used for the previous... for the case previously. Very interesting. We got the teacups. This doesn't tell us anything for this, does it? Ah. This could be like a bill or something like that, couldn't it? Nothing out of place. Unrefined temperament. A right-handed person. You can never eat too much of it. Yeah, you can. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. And we got the crimes. See this puddle down here also. This must mean something, that there's a puddle down here. There's a lock here. Okay. Victims met ingestion of a small quantity of strychnine. Toxic effects present 30 minutes after ingestion. High likelihood of the substance having been mixed with the tea. Victims, but no sample could be obtained. Poisoning incident occurred around 1:30 a.m. on 21st February. Assessed from the victim's pocket watch that appears to have broken when the man collapsed after the delayed onset of symptoms. No container for the poison was found at the scene. Maybe the poison is in the soap. Okay, this all seems... Oh, and we can't go... Interesting. Okay, so I'm gonna need to press, I think, because from this alone... Right. You're proud to be the company's East... Alright, let's press him on that. Are you really proud, though? I'll fire off resolve. You having to leave. Hope you have a good day, too, but you might already be gone. So, does that mean you enter people's houses in order to empty their gas meters? That I do. I have to try to catch people when they're in, then I ask permission to come inside and do my business. Yum, 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 yum. Does that mean you've been into Mr. Natsume's room before, as well as that of Mr. Shamspeare? Well now, interesting you should bring that up, because I couldn't believe how little money was in his meter. I mean, how the pair of them survived the winter is beyond me, it really is. Yum, 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 yum. Knowing Mr. Natsume, he probably spends all his gas money on books. And then when he's finished reading them, he probably burns them for warmth. Oh gosh. No. Oh my god, the Steel Samurai is back in the chat. We've got prominence in the chat, right? I was very confused last time. When everybody got really excited about the Steel Samurai. Whoop whoop. No spoilers, haven't played the other games yet. The real Steel Samurai. We're not worthy. We're not worthy. You will kindly reiterate your statement about the gas meters themselves, Mr. Meterman. Not much to say, really, but as you wish. Okay. Wait, so has he changed his... Wait, what? kind of interesting. Okay, I thought that maybe he changes his statement to something, but he hasn't changed his statement. Okay, fine. We'll just press him on this one then. So, all London houses that have a gas supply are fitted with these gas meters, are they?
They are the latest model, the height of technology.
Excuse me. I'm so gassy.
The height of technology developed by our company, Altamont Gas. And anyone who uses our gas will have one of these meters in their property. Yes, I'm very on point, aren't I? With all the gas.
So if a 3-pence coin gives you 2 hours of gas, most people would use about 3 coins in a night?
A bit more than that usually, if they have both gas lights and a gas stove, that is.
Thinking about it, Soseki-san doesn't have a fireplace in that room of his, does he?
Some people still choose to use candles, of course, and only have gas for heating.
Yes, I do remember seeing candles in Mr. Natsume's room, actually. And how does the money in the meter get back to you at the gas company?
Every 3 days, gasmen like me visit properties on the gas supply and empty the meters of coins. I must say, the design and manufacture of the new meter cost the company an awful lot of money. But happily, I did put a stop to people not paying their dues. For the most part.
She looks like she can be evil when she needs to be.
Ah, because they have to pay in advance, you mean? Yes, exactly right, my little friend. And yet, the meter in Mr. Shamspeare's room didn't have a single coin in it.
Hold it! How? Out of interest, how long has this been going on?
Weeks and weeks he's been pinching gas off us for ages.
You're the rich gas company, you can just chill. And you examined the meter in Mr. Shamspeare's room, I take it?
Naturally, we took it off the wall and went over it with a fine-tooth comb. And found nothing suspicious at all, I presume. No, I'm afraid we didn't. Which is exactly why I demanded a new type of meter to be produced. One with an indestructible lock. The Shamspeare Special.
That sounds like it would have cost an awful lot of 3-penny pieces.
But even after that, all that, the rascal's meter was still empty. I'll never forget the humiliation when I opened up the money box and found it bare. You what, I said, you what?
Oh my god, look at his eyes. They're terrifying. Why are they so green? Like he doesn't have an iris. It's just like the pupil, either he doesn't have the white in his eye, and it's just the pupil and the white, and then the white is green, or he has a huge iris and no white. He's been sipping his own gas, I think he has. He's so excited about the gas. Or he likes to choke himself a little bit. Come on, control yourself. You're in courtroom, okay?
And the look on his face, that smarmy smile of his.
He has jaundice. Is that it is? Oh dear. Come on, stop it, meter man. This is inappropriate.
I pulled the meter straight off the wall and took it back to the office. It was so much fun, I really liked it. But you know what? You know what I like more? Choking myself in court. Nothing. Not a trace of it being jammed open anywhere. Not a single sign. And what's happening to my salary as a result? Down by 3 shillings a day, that's what.
A life-threatening situation in a number of ways. Incidentally, what became of that meter?
Nothing became of it. I've still got it. Yes, I do.
Oh,
Right here.
that guy's so weird, man. I'm not getting freaky. I'm just doing a good voice job that's accurate to the situation. Okay? It's not me that's getting freaky, it's him. No wonder. Also, it's not. No, he just. Maybe it's like a. I don't know what it is. It's just weird. There's no way to excuse this behavior. No wonder they call you Meter Man. Exactly. I'm just committing to the bit. That's all. I think it would be prudent for the court to sequester this item while the trial is ongoing. Right, gas meter. Okay, like now we can look at the gas meter. That's good. That's good. Although at first glance, there doesn't appear to be anything unusual about it. Well, maybe we should give it a second glance. Let's just move this along, shall we? Continue with your testimony. Though I would say it has as much value as the contents of that meter. Ugh. Okay, let's look at that meter. Let's look at the meter because that's what we are here for. Let's look at the meter. And nobody could see this hole. We needed the genius of Mark Takeshi Ota to like have a look and see this hole. What kind of a useless meter man are you that you can't even look like at the bottom of the meter and see there's a goddamn hole in it? You stupid man. Stupid. So stupid. Yeah, they're useless. Almost as useless as Gregson. Have you spotted something, Mr. Naruhodo? Yeah, there's a hole. There's a hole in it. Can't judge. Can we just stop this charade because these idiots can't even find a hole on the bottom of the device that they own? Stupid people. Just here, there's a little hole. Do you see? Goodness, you're right. I wouldn't have... Come on, Susato. You should notice a hole too. Jesus. It's not a very neat hole, is it? Not professionally made, I'd say. So, you think it might have been opened up by Mr. Shamsby? Possibly. It seems the people at Altamont Gas must have missed it, because they're fucking idiots. Well, it certainly seems to go all the way through to the inside. Yes, but there's no way a coin could fit through it there. That's true. But even so, it seems more than a little suspicious. A meter that dispenses gas for a set time after a coin is inserted. The attached coin box sports a very strong lock, and there is a tiny hole in its base. Alright. That's a very sturdy looking padlock, isn't it? Ah. And the money box is sealed with beeswax too. So if Mr. Sholmes were to get up to any mischief, he'd be found out immediately. I think I have an idea brewing in my head. Let's see if it's right or wrong. We'll find out immediately. Mr. Naruhodo, mischief of that kind is not the sort of thing that Mr. Sholmes would... You know you didn't finish that sentence, don't you? Well, anyway... It's understandable that the gas company would want to safeguard the money that's rightfully theirs. But it does feel a little over the top, perhaps, doesn't it? Okay, I have an idea. Okay, I don't know if this is right or not, but the wax, this thing This round, waxy green thing reminds me of this. I don't know if it's right, but there's something that seems to be... Although it's a slightly different color. This is darker. But what else? Is there nothing else we have? Nothing in here, nothing in there. I mean, there's also like screws. So can somebody not just unscrew it and then like screw it back together? There's literally just screws here. Okay, so there's nothing else we got here. Okay, that's it. That's it. That's all we got. That's all we got.
The meter doesn't appear to have been tampered with, though.
Well, this is clearly wrong. It has been tampered with, you dumbass.
Objection!
So easy for a pro gamer like me. Jesus.
Lady Altamont, I'm afraid to say, you idiot, that this meter clearly does show signs of having been tampered with. You dumbass. What? But we're all so professional. And that green goblin next to me, he's a professional too. His name is actually Meter Man, so he should know. Get away, I've been over and over that thing. I'm telling you, there's nothing wrong with it. In that case... what do you have to say
about that small hole that's been made at the base of the coin box?
Hole? Hole? What? You're right. You're quite right. There's a little hole there. The meters aren't supposed to have that. None of the others do. In other words, we can assume that Mr. Shamspeare secretly opened up this hole himself. Yes, I wouldn't be at all surprised. But why? Maybe to put in money and then take it right out. Yeah, why? I mean, it's tiny. You couldn't get a farthing through that. Okay, so it's not big enough for that. Lady Altamont, I wonder if you could give the court some more details about your meter design.
Yeah, maybe you could stick something in and then just kind of wiggle it around, and then maybe that causes the meter to like kind of think that a coin has been inserted.
What sort of details? Well, what I'd specifically like to know is how it differentiates coins.
Yes, that is what I would like to know. How does the meter tell the difference between different coins? Wait, what's happening? Why are we spraying things again? What happened? Did I miss something? Oh, is it... Auroras Borealis, are you being naughty? You control yourself. It's okay. It's okay. It's fine. We're getting there. We're getting there.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
I mean, it's obviously not fine, but it's fine. But it's not fine, but it's fine. It's okay. It's okay. We all have bad thoughts sometimes, and it's okay. No holes anywhere, just the one on the meter. That's what we're talking about. Well, for example, if someone were to put in a 1 penny coin, that wouldn't work, presumably, would it? You have to go to jail. You will not pass go. Wait, what's the Monopoly thing again? You won't pass go. You won't get 1,000 from the bank or something like that.
No, of course not. So, well, how does the meter know that the coin it's been fed is a threepenny bit?
threepenny, if that's how you say it.
Ah, I see what you're getting at now. The meter tells the coins apart by their shape and size, which includes their thickness. A threepenny bit is about 3/4 of an inch in diameter, you see. Other coins just won't fit. Ah, I see. It's clearly been very well thought out by such clever people that can't even find a little hole at the bottom of the meter.
The witness will amend her formal testimony with that information in case it is pertinent.
As you wish.
My lord? Oh, I went the wrong way. Wait, how do I... Wait, damn it! Very good. Oh shit. I didn't actually mean to... Wait, I have to go back to this one. What did... The meter designed for the coins... The meter is designed for the coins the exact diameter and thickness of a threepenny bit. Nothing else will fit.
Hold it!
Okay, let's press on that as well.
But conversely then, it would seem that anything matching a 3-pence coin exactly in terms of diameter and thickness could equally well be used.
Would that be true?
Well, yes. In a way, the weight comes into it to a certain extent as well. We've thought of that, though. Anyway, if I find any fake coins inside the coin box when I empty the meter, the contract says the customer has to pay 100 times the amount they diddled as a fine. We live for moments like that, as gasmen do. Live for them.
It would seem the gas company has thought of everything.
Wahoo, wailahi, bayahoo, bayaha, hurrah for gas, hurrah he, hurrah hey, hurrah ho, hurrah for cash, Altamont all the other way. All the way, all the way, Altamont, all the other way, all the way, yeah, for money.
Very good, very good. I'm so proud of myself for that one. That worked really well, didn't it?
That's quite enough of that.
No copyright purposes. That was completely... This was a... How do you call that? Satire. It's satire. Satire is allowed. It's completely allowed. Remind me, how big are threepenny bits?
About 3/4 of an inch across. What do you think, Mr. Naruhodo? Is this 2 centimeters measurement significant?
Clip that, yo, clip that.
What do you think, Mr. Naruhodo? Is this 2 centimeters?
What do you mean, 2 centimeters? Why are we talking about 2 centimeters? What's going on? Oh, how big are threepenny bits? Triggered! No. This is I'm in a giggle fit again. Perhaps there's some other aspect of the meter's construction that we should be focusing on. I'm sorry. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm having fun. What are we talking about? Is that anything? What's the... Yes, you may be right. Perhaps I need to have more coffee. That's what we need. Yum, cold coffee. I like cold coffee actually. Aurora Borealis like, yeah, I'm the one getting sprayed, huh? Okay, kitchen, you can spray. Oh god, no, don't spray me. I'll just shut up. Let me just play the game. Yes, you may be right. Perhaps I should try a different tack here. I like asking about. I feel like I was tricked into that. It's not fair. Like asking about whether the meter can be dismantled, for example. Okay, serious. We're trying to. Nothing. Yes, you may be right. Nothing happened. Nothing. Nothing. That's a Brooklyn Nine-Nine thing. Nothing. Anyway, yes, I'm confused. I'm confused what we're even talking about here. I'm genuinely confused. It's quite a... Remind me, how big... About 3/4 of an inch across. Is this 3/4 of an inch? Is this 2 centimeters? Yep. Leave it. Now, of course we delve deeper. We always delve deeper. What is B99? I don't get it. How can the meter be dismantled? Dismantled? Yes, given that there are no signs of it having been forced. I'm wondering... Oh, I'm so slow. Oh, I'm so fast. I go at such rapid speed that I mentioned Brooklyn Nine-Nine like 2 minutes ago. So my brain is already gone for 3 hours. So I've already completely moved past that. Because my brain's so fast. Anyway, I'm wondering if perhaps rather than being broken open, it might have been taken apart. Well, yes, that does make some sense. What's up, Piano Gavin? You're late now. You're just in time for the good stuff. Although you missed a very good song of me, actually. I'm quite proud of it. It was pretty good. And Blob Leponge, what's going on? Lots of vods, but you made it today. Don't worry about it. You can't always be there for everything. There's so many shows that I've been like also thinking like, oh, I should watch this, should watch that. But when are you gonna find the time to do it all, innit? Or games that I want to play and stuff. And it's just, there's not enough time. There's not enough time to do everything. Anyway, the padlocks are made by a first-class locksmith from the finest quality steel. And the meter box itself is made from plate steel as well, welded shut to ensure it can't be opened again. I can assure you it's quite impossible to dismantle it. Wahoo! Yeah! Nothing leaks from an Altamont meter. No coins, no gas, no nothing. That didn't work quite as well, did it? Nothing leaks. I'm so excited. So excited. I see. The witness will amend her formal testimony with that information in case it is pertinent. As you wish, my lord. All joints on the meter are welded shut, and the lock is made from solid... But that's not true. There are screws there. Maybe this is just a bad picture. This looks like screws to me, but maybe they've screwed it and then welded it. So, could be possible. But screws are for decoration. Yeah, might be possible. There's no way to dismantle it. So I guess we'll just keep pressing on that. We just keep honing in and be like, has anyone ever tried? No? Oh yeah, they've tried, but they've all given up before long. After all, if they actually broke the meter, the company would be able to take legal action. And then I would be so happy because I love taking legal action. Yes, that makes sense. You crazy person. What do you think, Mr. Naruhodo? Is its welded steel construction significant? Or perhaps there's some other aspect of the meter's construction that we should be focusing on? Yes, you may be right. Perhaps I should try a different tack here. Like asking about how the meter differentiates coin. Wait, we've already done that. No. We're not doing that again. We just did that. So we're not going to do the same again. Someone, look at her like just twirling the umbrella. Alright, somehow he's using all the flaming gas he wants without paying a penny. If that's not thieving, what is it? How do you know that he's been using gas, though?
Well, now, since I started investigating this bloke, I've been to his room more than a few times. And on every single occasion, his lamps have been blazing and his stove pounding. It's the middle of winter and he still turns to me, sweat dripping down his cheeks, and says,
Get thee to a nunnery. Hamlet, indeed.
I could wring the bloke's neck. I get hot under the collar. But still, every time I open up that flaming meter, it's empty. He's robbing me of my salary too. Yeah. What's wrong with the world? Where's the justice?
I think that was some of my best voice work. I think that was really, really spot on. I think I could really voice this character. I actually, if they're doing an anime, I call dibs on, like, I will voice Dew, and like as a secondary character, I want to voice that guy because that would be great. I would love that. So, starting a petition right now for when the anime comes out. Not that I know anything about that. Just to be clear, that's just me, saying what I would like. But how can Mr. Shamspeare possibly be stealing the money? I don't understand. The simple explanation is right before your eyes. What? A toast to you eventually realizing that the gas man could be an accomplice.
There you what?
Good Lord. Eminently plausible indeed.
Well, what do you have to say for yourself? Oh, please, Lady Quimby, I'm a faithful worker. And besides, if the money, as gasmen collect, doesn't tally, ouch, with how much gas has been, used, that hurts. You dog out pay by the same amount.
So you'd be stealing money, only to have the same amount taken from your wages. Clearly, that makes no sense. Perhaps it's a case of losing the battle to win the war.
No, I'm not gonna stir up that hornet's nest. If I went stealing from the company, I'd be finished.
It would seem there's no evidence to support. I'm enjoying that character too much. It's so much fun. It would seem there is no evidence to support the claims of thievery made against the victim, because Mr. William Shamspeare is innocent. I'm throwing a tantrum again. Pray, forgive me if that shatters some illusion. See what I did there? I shattered something and said I shattered your illusion. I'm so clever. Boom. My learned Nipponese friend was clearly under.
Yeah.
Oh, Paradise, what's going on? Twitch hasn't been sending you notifications. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But here we are. And we've got your talismans as well. Look at that. Look at that. I love these. They're so cute. I certainly didn't expect to uncover another crime that looks like it's been taking place in the very same room. According to the testimony, it's only the meter in Mr. Shamspeare's room that's under suspicion.
It does seem as though perhaps it has nothing to do with the incident involving Mr. Natsume. I know. It does seem that way. But the fact is, since I've been practicing law in England, which has been all of a month or something, I feel like I've encountered this at least once already. Cases that are interlinked. Ooh, what a fancy word. Oh. It might seem that two cases have nothing to do with one another at first, but in fact, they are intimately connected. Intimately indeed. Yes, we have experienced that before, haven't we? I wonder if this is another instance. Perhaps, but we can't be sure of that yet. If the Altamont Gas Company has been investigating Mr. Shamspeare so earnestly, there must be something to it. But then, how has he been managing to steal their gas? How indeed. Okay, so this is... Right. Each kind of... So, we are just having to... Okay. Hold on. So what are the... I'm proud to be the company's East End branch investigator and meter money collection agent. Wait, what were you just talking about? It's only the meter and Mr. Shamspeare. It does seem as though perhaps it had nothing to do with the incident involving Mr. Natsume. Right. So the question is whether or not the whole Shamspeare stealing from the gas company may have something to do with this accusation of attempted murder. So, and then we got to see, I'm proud. So first is Meter Man saying, I'm proud to be company's East End branch investigating meter money collection agent. Ultimate gas meters accept penny bits, each coin giving customers about 2 hours of gorgeous gas. And yet the meter didn't have a single coin in it. All joints on the meter are welded shut and the lock is made from solid steel. There's no way to dismantle it. Somehow is using all the flame and gas he wants without paying a penny. If that's not thieving, what is? But didn't also... Is he actually using gas? Because... Didn't Soseki say he boiled the tea in his own room and then brought it over? And like he drank the cold tea? Ingestion of small quantities of the toxic effects present 30 minutes. I like to the substance been mixed with the tea. The sample. Okay. Assessed from the victim's pocket where it appears to have broken when the man collapsed after no container. Got the soap. What can I present here? Not paying a penny. If that's not thieving, what is? There's no way to dismantle it, and yet the What? 3/4 of an inch. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I think that is... I don't know. I mean, like, I had this same observation earlier already. So that must be... I still... I mean, then I do still think that basically... You know, if the soap is used to reseal this, then you could have gone in, you could just pay, you stick something from underneath or something to kind of wiggle the money out again, and then they just took the seal and resealed it again. Might have, you know, I think that's what I think it must be. Didn't have it, and yet the meter had all joints on the meter are welded shut. I mean, from studies, there's no way to dismantle it. Well, no. So I guess, and yet the. So I'm guessing I would present the soap on one of these two. Maybe it doesn't matter, but it feels like.
Objection.
No, this doesn't work. Oh shit. Shit. Okay, that doesn't work. Aww. Wait, but that... Damn it. Oh no, actually, no, I have it. I think I've got it wrong. No, I think I've got it wrong. They've made a coin of the size of yes, so they made the coin with the soap and then put the thing in there as a coin, and then it melts out at the bottom. And also, that would explain potentially why there is a puddle there, which may not be water, but it may be wax, maybe, or the remnants of the soap. So I think this is probably...
Objection.
Wait, what? Wait, what? But that... Oh, so this isn't good enough. Ah, shit. Now I've only got one life left. Okay. Hold on. What the fuck? Okay, I need to... No, I need to save. No helping. Hold on. I mean, I feel like this is the...
Hold it.
Do I just press on this a little bit more? He's been pinching gas of us for ages. Me and Mr. Chef... We took it off and went over with a fine-tooth comb. And found nothing suspicious at all, I presume.
No, I'm afraid we didn't.
So, indestructible lock. The shams... Yeah, we already did all of that, didn't we? Still empty. Yeah, we did all of this earlier. Nothing. Not as... But why didn't he find the hole at the bottom? That is just weird. That's weird that he didn't find the hole at the bottom. It's very confusing. There's no way to dismantle it. Wait, what? If that's not thieving, what is? So... Wait, do I present the soap on this? This is all very confusing. Because it wouldn't... I mean, like, I think that the coins are being used. Apologist Ice, I can do it. You have to go, don't worry. I feel like I'm close. If that's not thieving, what is? Ultimate gas meter. Accept threepenny bits. Each coin given customers about 2 hours of gorgeous gas. So do I present the soap on this? It is definitely the soap, I think. Oh, shit. Oh, man. So what happens? What happens now when you lose all the lives? Does it just go back all the way? Where does it go back to? Like, obviously I can load. I've seen enough. I declare no further What happens now? I believe the court is presented with more than enough evidence to pass judgment. Oh, he's just guilty now. Are you ready, Mr. Ah. Oh, no, I'm just gonna load. I don't want to see this. I don't want to see my loss. We're just gonna load with one life left, and that's fine. Dude dies in the end? No. 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 The lock is made from so there's no way to dismantle it. Well, I feel like this soap is the solution, but I cannot present the soap. Why can't I present the soap? A cheap bar of soap that was discovered just outside Mr. Shamspear's window. There is a 2 centimeter diameter circular depression in the middle of one surface. I mean, like, I guess I could present it on his being proud. Now I'm just guessing. If I lose all my lives, I get sent back to Japan and have to restart the entire game. I have another statement about the construction of the meter. But I thought I presented on that one. I think I presented the soap on all these statements, didn't I? There's no way to all joints on the meter are welded shut and the lock is made from solid steel. There's no way to dismantle it. I thought I presented that.
Hold it!
Did I not press on that, maybe? I did press on this. Yes, it makes sense. Perhaps I should try it. Okay. What do you mean? So we've done this already about the coins. If someone were to put in a 1 penny coin, that wouldn't work. Yeah. She said the thing about the weight. No, of course not. So, well, how does meter know the coin has been fed? Is a 3 penny bit. I see what you're getting at now. Meter tells coins apart by their shape and size, which includes their thickness. A threepenny bit is about 3/4 of an inch in diameter. You see, other coins just won't fit. Ah, I see. It's clearly been very well thought out. The witness will amend a formal testimony with that information in case it is pertinent. Oh, so she's not done that yet. Oh, well, that's annoying. Well, okay. I thought I had already done that, but maybe I didn't.
Objection!
Fine. Easy. But I thought I'd already pressed on that, and then, like, I just... I knew it was the right thing, but anyway, whatever. Let me just confirm something here. If the diameter and thickness were to be correct, the meter would accept any object as if it were a threepenny bit. Is that correct? Yes, that is correct. Oh, what's up, Turnabout Shiloh? You just found my videos on YouTube and so excited to catch a stream. I'm excited to have you catch it as well. And by it, I don't mean any disease. I just mean the stream. I don't know why I said that. That's okay. Sometimes I just say things that come into my brain. Anyway, well, by something of a coincidence, while we were investigating in Mr. Shamspeare's room, smug do, we found a particular item that matches the dimensions perfectly. Something the same size as a threepenny bit? What was it? The item in question is this. Look, a soap. It's a soap. I think you have to be a bit more precise here. That's just a bar. What?
Have you been inhaling gas? That's a bar of soap, you silly boy. Oh.
His eyes are so green, I think he's been eating the soap. It certainly looks nothing like a threepenny bit, I must say. It looks like I'm going to have to point out exactly what I mean here. Yes, you shall. What is so important about the soap is this part here. Flip it over. Present. Got it. You have to turn over the soap to see what I mean. Ah. Are you referring to that round depression in the middle of the soap there? That's right. A depression that's approximately 3/4 of an inch in diameter. Or in other words, almost exactly the same size as a threepenny bit. Threepenny bit. I'm guessing.
Get away.
Does anyone here present have in their possession a threepenny bit? Quickly now, hand over your coins, ladies and gentlemen.
Sounds rather like a highway robbery, doesn't it? Yeah, Judge. A bit aggressive.
Thanks to a kind member of the public in the gallery, I have here a threepenny bit that I acquired by completely legal means. There was no coercion or anything of the sort. The person gave it freely of their own freely will. Now to see if it fits. My word, it couldn't be more snug.
Yes, as I suspected. This, without a doubt, is a vital clue to explain how the Ultimate Gas Company is being defrauded. I'm not laughing about anything in particular. So, your assertion amounts to what? That some I'm innocent inferior bar of soap has a tentative connection to the theft of gas. No one's giggling. Nothing's happened. Everybody calm down. Yes. The depression in the soap was clearly made by a threepenny bit.
I must concur, at least, that pushing a coin with some force into a poor quality bar of soap such as this is a remarkably simple way of replicating the coin's shape.
And you could use, well, some melted wax or something to pour into the mold. You could make fake coins in no time. This brings all the pieces of the puzzle together.
It's a method Mr. Shamspeare has been using to steal the gas. That's the missing link. And now, if I follow the chain of thought, it's going to bring me to a new explanation for what happened that nobody's considered yet. But this is all nonsense. If the man had been making fake coins, my worker here would have found them when he emptied the meter.
Quite true, Lady Altamont, in the absence of some black magic that could make them disappear.
I see. That's what we're dealing with, is it? There is one form of black magic that could cause the fake coins to disappear into thin air, yes. And I am very smart, so I shall tell you right now. Exactly. And the meter here gives it away. Well, actually, you will tell him. What on earth? There are remnants of the magical method used visible... What? There are remnants of the magical method used visible on the gas meter taken from the victim's room. Really? If that is your assertion, counsel,
the defense will identify these remnants for the court at once.
Remnants? Where on the meter can the remnants of the method used to make the fake coins Well, the bottom here, obviously. Shit, I should have just presented that. Goes right to the part with the money. I suppose it's nothing then. Oh, well. You couldn't possibly extract a coin through such... No, but the wax you can. Present! Mad boy. He found this bar of soap at the scene of the crime, just outside the victim's window. Outside? Yes, outside. Where you yourself, Mr. Meaderman, were loitering in the freezing winter air. Suspicious, I would say. That's where we found this soap. Yeah, I get it. That's right. The answer, of course, is ice. Oh, okay. I was kind of close, but not that close. He filled it with ice, put it out there, and then you had a little ice coin. You put it in there and that melted. And that's why the puddle is actually a water puddle on the picture. So... Oh, just ice! Where's Apollo Just Ice? Just... Do we have a... Wait. Is actually... That's right, the answer, of course, is ice. No, it doesn't say just ice. But very close, very close. Would there be a way, like... Apollo... Apollo! Did you say just I? No, it doesn't really work. Mr. Shamspeare has been leaving soaps like this outside his window each evening, filled with water. After a night outside in the bitter cold, the water is completely frozen solid the next morning. Like, how many people have potentially tried to do this after the game and tried to, like, kind of put, like, ice coins into vending machines or something to get something for free? I bet there's lots of people who tried. It won't work. I'm like 90% sure. It's probably too light, I think. Then he takes his fake coins of ice and feeds them into the gas meter, giving him light and warmth in spades. As his room becomes very comfortably warm, the ice now inside the meter's coin box melts. Oh, look how good I know physics. Turning back into water and draining harmlessly all the way through the small hole made in the underside of the meter. That is how, without leaving any evidence of his wrongdoing, this man has been stealing Altamont gas. We figured it out. Just ice like that, so simply. Is he trying to make us look like idiots? He's been fooling us. He's been fooling us all with some bars of soap and some water. That's right, madam. He's been fooling you. Oh, excuse me. I verschlucked myself. Verschluckt. New word. That's right, madam.
I don't believe it. It can't be true. Do you have any idea how much money we spent on to develop that new meter? And now you have the audacity to suggest that a bit of soap and some water can render it totally useless?
Yes. I'm fairly sure I didn't design it. Don't shoot the messenger, okay, rich lady?
Evidence.
Sorry?
I want evidence. If you're going to stand there and tell me our meters are rubbish, I want to see proof. She's very good at enforcing accountability, isn't she?
Susato, don't cry. Don't worry. We'll figure this out. We'll figure this out together, you and me.
Very well, Lady Altamont. If you'd like evidence, I'll provide it.
What? Mr. Naruhodo, are you saying you do actually have evidence to support this theory? Yes, it's the picture. I've already noticed it ages ago. I did notice a trace of something that bothered me a little at the time. The puddle of water! And I have a feeling that this theory we've come up with now could explain it. Yes, piece of evidence is essentially the theory about how Mr. Shamsby has been stealing gas. Booyakasha! Easy! This is a photograph of the scene at the point when the victim was discovered, taken by Inspector Idiot Gregson. That's actually his middle name. And it clearly shows that the remnants of the crime carried out by Mr. Shamspeare. Wait, did I just read that sentence wrong? And it clearly shows the remnants of the crime carried out by Mr. Shamspeare. Ooh, does Baroque not even get it? Is Baroque too thick to get it? Too... I was going to make an ice pun, but I don't think it works. Is he too... frozen? No. Is he too... I can't think of anything. What remnants? What remnants? Oi, 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 very wet creature. Control yourself. Here you can see the gas meter on the wall in Mr. Shamspeare's room. Now, look closely at the floorboards directly underneath the meter. There it is. What is that? Some kind of grubby stain? Almost certainly. It's a water stain resulting from the liquid that drained out of the hole made in the meter. Everybody's getting sprayed. If one coin gives around 2 hours of gas usage, and the occupant was heating his room in all his waking hours, we can imagine he would have used around 10 of his fake coins each day. The melting ice inside the meter's coin box would have been dripping out almost constantly. You know, you gotta give it to him. If that works, pretty freaking genius, right? I guess if you wanted to be really clever about it, you would sometimes put a real coin in there. I mean, he obviously didn't have any coins, clearly. That was the problem. But if you just use gas all day, and then sometimes you just put one real coin in there, just to make it seem like you're actually paying. Leaving a stain on the floor. Not suggesting that anybody does this, but nobody has gas meters anymore, right? So,
This is awful.
And there's further evidence too. Oh, is there? Mr. Shamspeare slumped over his table, apparently having consumed strychnine. And right there next to him is a bar of soap, broken in half. But why would he break it in half?
You're right.
It would appear to me then, counsel, that the man was eating the soap? Was he? Oh, come on, Santa. Even Baroque is a little bit disappointed in Santa. Oh, pardon me for disagreeing with your lordship, but certainly not. He didn't beat about the bush there, did he? In truth, Mr. Shamspeare was found with a fork in his hand.
The meal of soap is sounding increasingly...
Do you mean to say he was using that fork to,
What, get the coin out, maybe? Yes. To extract a frozen coin from the bar of soap.
Ah!
But the bar broke in half. So perhaps it didn't go very well.
Good gracious.
Santa is very confused. Okay. You throwing your bottles at people again? Are you throwing a tantrum? Are you having feelings again, Van Zieks? Come on, talk about it. Don't just throw things around. Okay? Otherwise I'm gonna make you stand in the corner again. Or give you a silly voice. Huh? How would you like that? Lord Van Zieks. I was throwing my hand up in despair, and a bottle just happened to be in my hand. It's not my fault, okay? And happened to catch my hallowed bottle on the way. Pray forgive my maladroit mistake. That is literally actually what he does, isn't it? It's like, whoopsie!
What is the meaning of this, counsel?
Allow me to pose my learned friend a question. What exactly did you establish with your most recent cross-examination? That Mr. William Shakespeare is a liar and a thief. In other words, that his testimony is unreliable. That's it. That's exactly it. That's what I was thinking all along. I have never had a single doubt about it. Very well. Let us assume the man is a liar. Now allow me to pose another question. What possible difference does that make? Well, I mean, there's no actual evidence that he poisoned Shamspeare. So it's all relying on Shamspeare, isn't it? Now, we know that suicide can be discounted. Why? Scotland Yard's investigation revealed no sign of another vessel that contained poison. Yeah, so maybe he drank it all. That doesn't make any sense. And on the night in question, where there were no visitors to the room except the accused. Yeah, maybe he drank all the poison. That is not... No, what do you mean he has a point? He doesn't have a point. He could have drunk all the poison and just poisoned himself. The young gasman's testimony, which we have no reason to doubt, has confirmed that. Furthermore, the only possible way the poison could have entered the victim's body is via the tea. The court has seen no evidence whatsoever that suggests otherwise. Why would there have been... Yeah, but there's no traces of poison right now, is there? Or there was no bottle... There was no bottle where the poison was held before he took it. Maybe he threw it out the window. Maybe it was in the soap. I don't know. I don't know. The court has seen no evidence whatsoever that suggests otherwise. We will figure it out. We will figure it out. No, but I'm sorry, very weird creature, but you're not right. That there is a window because there's the hole in the wall. And they could have thrown it through the hole in the wall. Even if with William Shamspeare is the liar you claim him to be. These facts have been objectively established. These facts have... there's no escaping it. Therefore, in light of these facts, the prosecution calls for immediate adjudication. Not education, because we are already educated. We know how to say adjudication. That's how educated we are. Order. Well, counsel, how does the defense respond?
Mr. Naruhodo?
What was the point of that last cross-examination? Did it actually get us anywhere? Or did it make no difference at all, like Lord Van Zieks is saying? Well, we're just gonna raise an objection. Because why the fuck not? No, this isn't over. The defense will not rest. What? But, counsel, you've successfully explained everything. You've identified and substantiated the unscrupulous method employed by Mr. Shamspeare to consume gas. What more is there to discuss? Well, that's not actually the case. The case is about the attempted murder, isn't it? Lord Van Zieks just highlighted 3 facts in order to make his point. But contrary to what you would have the court believe, not all of them have been objectively established at all.
What are you trying to say, my Nipponese friend?
At least one of those so-called facts is an assumption made due to a lack of evidence. But the situation has changed now, following the cross-examination of the latest witnesses to take the stand.
Don't be absurd. What is this nonsense?
Yes, when you bring everything we've learned so far together and consider it as a whole, it's clear. There's a question that we now need to reconsider. Namely, I'm gonna just ask. Wait, I'm gonna save because if I don't want to say the wrong thing. I mean, was the poison in the tea? No, I think. I mean, these are basically both. I mean, maybe it all. Was there another visitor? Was someone else responsible? I'm just gonna say, was there another visitor? What if the victim did, in fact, have another visitor besides Mr. Natsume?
If that's your assertion, by all means, tell us who it was.
Yes, well? Well, who was this mysterious third-party counsel? I have an idea. I think it's a little too soon to be naming names, my lord.
On the contrary, it's a little too late, much like your defense.
Uh-oh. Okay, so that was wrong. No, I don't want to go back to Japan. Don't send me back. I'm gonna reload so I have another shot at life in this country. Whoopsie daisy. I'm just, oh, we're back. No one saw that. That didn't happen. Well, somebody else could be responsible, but not be another visitor. The poison could have been in one of the coins. Is it possible that the poison was in the coin, which is why, in the ice coin, which is why there was no container? But then he obviously is not drinking the coins. So the coin could have ended up somehow. The poisoned coin could have ended up in the tea. But why would that happen? Huh. I wonder. What's the poison in the tea? I think the poison was in the coin, I think. But then the coin, like he didn't just put the coin at the... I think it was someone else responsible, right? What if it was somebody else entirely who poisoned the victim?
If that's your assertion, by all means, tell us who it was.
Yes, well...
Well, who was this mysterious third-party counsel?
Okay, fine. So that was wrong as well. So I'm gonna load. Then maybe it's not the tea. Blah, 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 blah. I got it wrong. Blah, 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 blah. Silly me. So back. None of that happened. There's a question that we now need to reconsider. Namely, was the poison in the tea? Which is exactly what I thought all along, right? Hey, Cyber Dreamer, just stopping by. How's it going? How's it going? Doing very well today. Since you're as well, I'm very happy to hear that. I'm glad you're doing well. We've all been led to believe that the strychnine poison that afflicted Mr. Shamspear was in the tea brought to him by Mr. Natsume, but that's conjecture at best.
Objection!
Objection indeed. The victim has testified that nothing else passed his lips that night. There is no other possibility. And since there was no trace of the tea left at the scene, it couldn't be tested for traces of the poison. Yeah, but I mean, we've established also that he's a liar, so why are you just believing him? As I said, the situation has changed because in fact, some of Mr. Natsume's tea was left at the scene, and a particular piece of evidence proves it. A ludicrous claim. Scotland Yard detectives investigated the scene exhaustively. What evidence are you suggesting they missed? The defense has made a bold claim indeed. Very well, counsel. Present your proof. What evidence from the scene of the crime can tell us about the nature of the defendant's tea? Well, the teacups, obviously, because one has a ring and the other one doesn't. Do I have to save again? Because I only have one life left. It's really annoying. Because I screwed the pooch earlier. I need more lives back. I'm quite sure it's the tea.
Take that!
Can't think of anything else. What exactly is this piece of evidence supposed to reveal about Mr. Natsume's tea, counsel? Well, I suspect it may possibly be related to the tea in some small way. If we dig deeper... Oh, shit. So this was wrong as well. Okay. Fine. Damn it. How do I keep losing? How do I keep losing? I don't like it. It makes me feel bad. Okay, what evidence can tell us about the nature of defendant's... Wait, what? Some of Mr. Natsume's tea was left at the scene. A particular piece of evidence proves it. I like when something had been mixed with tea the victim was drinking, but no sample could be obtained for testing. I mean, there's a pot, but they would have investigated the pot, right? They're not that stupid. I mean, would it be the picture? There's the receipt. The street map was submitted in a child the other day. Of soap. Ingestion was toxic effects within 30. High likely. No sample could be obtained from the poisoning. No container for the poison. I mean, there's a teapot. Or it could be in the... Could be in the soap? Wait, what? I'm very confused now. It's saying... They're saying the victim has testified nothing else passed his lips that night. There's no other possibility. And since there was no trace of the tea left at the scene, couldn't be tested for traces. But in fact, some of Mr. Natsume's tea was left at the scene. And a particular piece of evidence proves it. What? I mean, you have the bar of soap and there could be coins in there. Oh, hold on. No. Okay, there's the water puddle here. There's a teapot here. I thought for a moment that... Oh, maybe the coins were made with the teapot? Is that what happened? So is it the soap?
Take that!
Good gracious. The soap again? The same bar the victim used to fashion his coins of ice? Yes, that's right, my lord. It's just come back to me. Something about when we first found this bar of soap at the scene yesterday. It's more bars of soap. Soap? What are bars of soap doing lined up on a ledge outside the window? But why would the tea be in the soap? I'm quite certain that when we originally stumbled upon the bars of soap, there was actually a frozen coin in each bar. So you discovered the gas thieves' coin factory. Fascinating. In a way, yes, but there's more. The coins were found in the soap at the time weren't normal ice. Oh, they weren't? There was something strange about them, you mean? Exactly, something very obviously strange. They were red. The ice was red? No. You mean... That's right. It's obvious to me now. I do remember it being slightly different colored, but the fake coins in the soap were made from frozen tea. Red tea? I guess tea is kind of reddish, depending on what tea leaves you use. But that was quite some time ago. I didn't remember that anymore, that they were red. Would. I would remind the court of a statement made by... Ooh, we got a raid! What's going on, raiders? Misaki Ida, the jester is here to play tricks on me. The jester, are you a jester? Misaki Ida? What have you been playing, Misaki Ida? And what are you gesturing? Make us laugh, jester. Do jesters. How's everything with the great Ace Attorney? It's been pretty good. Although I have just been stumped a little bit by some pieces of evidence that I didn't quite remember. But other than that, I think we are on track to get our Soseki Natsume off the hook. Acquitted. Mark has been struggling. How dare you, aimlessness, to me struggle? I'm a pro gamer. I would never struggle. It's fine. You don't have a joke, but you're a jester. You have to make the court laugh. And this is all the chat is the court of I'm not a king, just to be clear. Our court is a court of democracy. So we all like to laugh together. Yo, Naruko Delgado, you saying I'm struggling too? Backstabbers, all of you. It's fine, I have been struggling. I don't mind to admit it. But it still hurts. It still hurts. I would remind the court of a statement made by Mr. Natsume earlier in this trial. I'm not sad. That evening, yes, I did take some freshly brewed tea with me when I visited Mr. Shamsby's room as a gift. It's okay. You'll forgive a name listens to. The public water pump outside always freezes at night, so I bought bottled water especially to make it. And this is the result. Never will I touch tea again, ever. Ooh, God, as a Japanese person, that would be quite painful, wouldn't it? Ah, yes, I believe there had been a snowfall that day. It was particularly cold. Sadly, on such occasions, the poorly constructed water mains in the East End are prone to freezing. So, on the night in question, Mr. Shamsby, having no running water to use, was forced to use the tea brought by Mr. Natsume in order to make his fake coins. Very clever. What did the fish say when he hit the wall? Damn. That's pretty good, actually. Well done, Misaki Ida. You are now the court jester of this democratic court here. You shall, whenever you return, you shall have a joke for us. To amuse us, for our pleasure. Only if you want to, though. Like, no pressure. You can just come and chill or something, too. It's fine. It's fine. Absolutely no pressure. No pressure. What have you been playing, though, Misaki? You know, one of my Japanese teachers when I was in Japan was Misaki Sensei, actually, and she was really fun. She was actually really lovely and kind. Oh yeah, funny story. I actually once fell asleep in her Japanese class, and I remember because I was asleep, and then I just heard a very soft voice going, "Ota-san, Ota-san, Ota-san," and I was like, "Oh, hi." It was funny. Good memories, but she was very kind about it. Not a problem. There were 2 bars of soap on the window ledge when my judicial assistant and I investigated the scene. That's right, and we only borrowed one of them. Which means that even as we speak, some of the defendant's tea is still present at the scene of the crime, frozen solid in a bar of soap outside Mr. Shamsby's window. Extraordinary. Earlier today, Inspector Gregson informed the court that if even 1 drop of the tea remained, Scotland Yard would be able to analyze it for poison. As such, we are now in a position to prove or disprove what has until now been mere conjecture. By finding out for sure whether or not Mr. Natsume's tea actually contained strychnine at all. Ew, smug Nipponese. What's up, Barack? You should be pro pursuit of truth. What is wrong with you? Okay? You should not be wanting to convict people based on false premises. You should be embarrassed of yourself, Barack. You should want to know whether or not there's poison in the tea. Rude. Awful, Barack. No. Bad, Barack. Bad. Stay in the corner and think about what you've done. My lord, we cannot do the defendant the injustice of passing judgment now. The police should be dispatched to recover the remaining bar of soap from the scene at once, and the defense requests a thorough analysis of the frozen tea embedded in it to determine whether or not it contains any poison. Yeah. Bonk, Barack. You should bonk him with your gavel. Bailiff, instruct the police to attend the scene at once. Yes, my lord, understood. Yeah, look at him pointing at Barack, being like, see, Barack, you're stupid. Stupid Barack. It would seem we have no choice but to suspend these proceedings for the time being. I trust you have no objection, Lord Van Zeeks.
None, my lord.
Scotland Yard will recover the tea from the scene and carry out the requisite tests immediately. The trial will resume at the same hour tomorrow. The prosecution and defense may conduct further investigations as appropriate in the interim. Yes, my lord. Well, we managed to scrape through. Come on, you can be proud of yourself, dude. You did well.
Thank you, counsels. Court is adjourned until tomorrow.
Look at that. We figured it out.
We got it a good brain. We got it a good grain. We figured things out. It was so good. We did a good job.
It means we get lives back, don't we? We don't have to like bumble along on one life anymore or something. That would be painful, wouldn't it? 22nd February, 1:11 p.m. Naruhodo's legal consultancy. I'm gonna just go to the loo briefly, and then we shall return for a little bit more. So I'll see you all in a moment. Hello, and we're back already. I saw somebody just mentioned Invincible. I've actually started watching that the other day, I think. I only watched one episode so far, I think, but it was very good. Very good show. Enjoyed it. I shall watch some more of it, maybe. Maybe. Anyway, we're in Naruhodo's legal consultancy. Phew! We made it back in one piece. Just. To be perfectly honest, I thought we were finished there for a while. Oh. I know. What a lot of close shaves. There are so many carriages on the streets of London. You were very nearly flattened several times. Oh, no, I didn't mean that. Yes, I know. It was a marvelous defense, Naruhodo-san. It really was. I was in awe of you. Oh, thank you. And now that your fervent exploits have won us some more precious investigation time, let's see if we can't find some new clues for court tomorrow. Yes, let's do that. That's a great idea. Is everything all right? I suppose I still can't quite believe it, that's all. That I'm here in England working as a lawyer, I mean, in the Old Bailey, no less. The truth is, it shouldn't be me, should it? It should be him standing in my shoes. Kazuma. But it's okay. He's here with us. In spirit and in some reborn. It should be Kazuma. It was Kazuma-sama's wish that you follow him to Great Britain and work alongside him. Yes, I mean, I never had the chance to ask him exactly why, but he clearly had a plan. I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for him. And you're doing wonderfully, Naruhodo-san. I've no doubt that Kazuma-sama would say exactly the same if he were here with us. Thank you, Susato-san. Thank you. Arigatou gozaimasu. Is there more to examine? Like the shovel? We've already seen the shovel, haven't we? Perhaps we should put this spade away somewhere. That's not a spade, Naruhodo-san. It's a shovel. No, shovels are for digging. That's for scooping up loose material. It's a spade. No, spades are for digging. That's for scooping up loose material. It's a shovel. Well, it doesn't really matter, does it? You're so right, Naruhodo-san. We mustn't quarrel over such trifles. Oh, hee Himmel, what's going on? Welcome, welcome. You should have had some faith in how I've placed my little tsum-tsums. Look, they're really stable also. A stable position. Touch wood, touch wood. On reflection then, I think I'll leave this spade where it is. Yes, I think that's for the best. We may need a shovel when we're working in the garden. Have more faith, Elsie. I might be able to sustain it. Oh, are we not gonna look at the ladder? I guess this is not laddery enough ladder. This is more like steps, isn't it? Empty aquarium. What happened here? Oh, is it because we're still quite early? We haven't really moved in yet properly at this point, haven't we? They're called aquariums and they were all the rage in London at one time, apparently. Yes. The English are so clever, coming up with the idea of having ocean life on display in the home. And it means you always have an emergency midnight feast on hand, too. I'm not sure that's really the idea. Oh. I'm prepared for the ladder problem. Is there a ladder problem in this one as well? Because obviously I know that is a thing. But there's not been one in this ladder or step ladder. We can get into it when it happens. I was quite a shock. It was quite a shock earlier today, wasn't it? When the victim himself turned up in court and took the stand. I know. Not only that, but then finding out that he is actually a bare-faced gas thief as well. Yes, that was certainly a surprise to us all. For a while, it seemed as though everyone had quite forgotten about Soseki-san poisoning the tea. Why are you saying that? He didn't poison the tea. Yeah, careful of your phrasing, Susato-san. He didn't poison anything. And there's more to this Mr. Shamspear than we yet know. I'm sure of it. Susato, you should know better than to accuse our Soseki Natsume. Oh shit, I forgot to read that. Mr. Shamspear certainly wasn't the noble, upstanding man everyone thought he was at first. What's become of him, actually? I was told that he'd be returning to the hospital ward where he was receiving treatment. Oh, which one is that? Let me see. Ah, yes. He's at St. Bartholomew's. Or Bart's, as Londoners call it. So sexy Natsume, because he always does so many poses. You know, it's like posing. We know that place, don't we? Does anybody actually ship Soseki with someone? Is Soseki like anyone's partner of sorts? Yes, we visited Miss Green here yesterday. It's the same hospital to which she was taken. Ah, yes. After Soseki-san stabbed her He didn't stab her, Ryunosuke! Do be careful of your phrasing, Naruhodo-san. He didn't stab anyone. Shamspear? No! Him and Shamspear, really? Well, maybe Shamspear will still turn it around, but so far I'm not a big fan of him. Perhaps we both owe Soseki-san an apology. St. Bartholomew's, yes. We should probably visit the hospital later. Wait, what? We should visit Shamspear? No. Wait, why is Soseki-san in the hospital? It's because... No, Soseki-san isn't in the hospital? Oh, we should visit the hospital. They wrestled as Romeo and Juliet. Yeah, that is actually true. Yeah, that's pretty on the nose, isn't it? So, we know that Soseki-san took tea to the victim on the night in question. But as he isn't the culprit, then obviously... Yes, the poison surely wasn't in the tea. But if that's the case, how on earth did the poison get into Mr. Shamspeare's body? I'm sure we'll find a clue at the scene. There must be something in Mr. Shamspeare's room that will help solve the mystery. Well, naturally, Scotland Yard detectives have been over the place already. But it couldn't hurt for us to have another look around, I think. Definitely. And I'm desperate to know the outcome of the investigation into the tea left in the bar of soap. Well, if we run into Inspector Gregson, we could ask him about that. Kazuma's wishes. Kazuma Sogi. The best friend I ever had. And a lawyer with such promise. He really saved my bacon in that horrible accident just before we left Japan. I can still picture him now. Looking so fierce and determined in court. And then after the trial, that crazy idea he came up with. As a stowaway. Yes. You can fit inside my trunk if you curl up small enough. I'm sure. No one will know. Kazuma, won't you tell me why? Why go to these lengths so I can accompany you to Great Britain? Well, it's been on my mind ever since we got through that trial. That you really ought to go into law. Be a defense lawyer. You've got a natural talent for it. Believe me, I guarantee it. But I've never even thought about becoming a lawyer. Well, I can't force you, obviously. You'll have to decide for yourself. But anyway, London is the cultural capital of the world, the city at the forefront of everything. Can't hurt for you to see it with your own eyes. No, that's true. I suppose, though, if you were to become a lawyer, and one day, what? Kazuma? Oh, no. Never mind. Oh, he's gone. Naruhodo-san? Oh, sorry. I was just thinking about Kazuma. Yes. He's forever in my thoughts too. To change the Japanese judicial system for the better. That was his dream. And that's why he so desperately wanted to come to Great Britain to study, of course. Yes, that's right. But... Yes? I do wonder if his true intentions lay elsewhere sometimes. I don't know. The thought just takes hold of me every now and then. That's all. Kazuma's true intentions? Naruhodo-san, what do you mean by Kazuma-sama's true intentions? Mean this... his katana? I never expected to inherit this sword after Kazuma passed away, of course. No, I know. It was because I asked you to take it. When I have it at my side in court, I feel as though it gives me courage. Yes. Actually, the night before he died, he told me a little about the sword. Ooh, I wonder how long the sword is. If you don't, Oh, it still stops at some point. I thought it would just keep going forever. Karuma? That's right. It's a prized sword that's been passed down through generations of the Asogi clan. A Japanese man's sword is his soul, Ryunosuke. I can't be parted from my katana. Karuma guides me. I truly believe that. So its name compels its wielder to slice evil in two. Not that you would need much compelling. On that subject, there's something very important that I have to do in Great Britain. Something you have to do? Yes. I'd appreciate you seeing it through with me. Of course I will. Whatever it is, I'll see it through to the end with you. I knew you wouldn't let me down. What did he mean by something very important that I have to do? I had hoped that the answer to that question would become apparent when we arrived here, but as yet I've not found a single clue. I see. Very ominous. Tell him, very weird creature. Tell him what? I don't know what you mean. What is this? Welling up inside me. This feeling, this emotion, these things that I want to say. I just don't think I have the courage to do so. Anyway, so in that instead we should just move somewhere, right? Sholmes' suit. Sholmes' suite even. Champspear's room. 22nd February, Mr. Natsume's lodgings. Ground floor. Oh, hello again, Inspector Gregson. What are you doing here? Well, we were hoping to have another look around, actually. The lawyer representing the defendant has a right to examine the scene, as I'm sure you're aware. Yeah, tell him. Yeah, I know this school. Oh, yes, one other thing. The soap on the ledge outside the window, did you find it with the tea in it? Yeah, we found it all right. There was a small amount of tea in it, as you said. I knew it. It's with the identification section at the yard now. They're looking into it. Results should be available later today. That's wonderful news. Thank you. Oh, what's up, Abijah Place? How's it going? You alright? You alright? Pretty impressive performance in court this morning. Sorry? Nothing. Forget it. Just make sure you don't disturb anything in here. Yeah, don't worry, we won't be disturbing anything. Be alright. Just examining. So what are we looking for? We want to find a clue of how else he could have been poisoned. Right? What is this up here? This is a gas wall light, isn't it? It must be connected to a gas pipe in the wall. Gas lights. A gas stove. London really is a city of gas. A bit smelly, isn't it? But now that I think about it, Mr. and Mrs. Garrideb had an open fire on the top floor, didn't they? It reminds you of Jason Statham. Jason Statham. You always got a bit more like this, innit? You alright? You want me to kick you in the face? Yeah, I'll do it. I haven't listened to Jason Statham in a while, so I don't quite remember. It's just a bit rough. Yeah. Oh yes, you're right. I don't recall seeing a gas stove up there. Well, I much prefer real fire anyway. It's so much cozier. So this thing... How is this, like, back here? I don't understand. Did they just... Wasn't it evidence? How is it still here? I don't really get it. If you ran out of change, you wouldn't even have any light, let alone heat. Or maybe they replaced it? Oh, it's a different one. For the needy, London's winters can be very harsh. So then we should investigate this one and see if it also has a hole on the bottom, right? That's true, but if you think about it, even the wealthy would find themselves freezing if they ran out of small change. London's winters can be very harsh for the forgetful too, then. Frankly, I'm starting to wonder if Susato-san and I are going to make it to spring. That's true. We don't even have a meter at Baker Street, let alone a gas stove. Look how dark the stain on the floor is underneath the meter here. Yes, from all the water dripping out after the ice coins melted, as you established in court this morning. He could have put a bucket there or something, couldn't he? It's a very large and obvious stain, isn't it? Mr. Shamsby must have used an awful lot of ice coins, I suppose. It was an ingenious idea, I'll give him that. Okay. The sun never shines in this room thanks to that depressing bricked-up window. Yet with enough determination, you can always remove the bricks to set some soap outside, can't you? That sounds like a very wise life lesson, Mr. Sato. Only if you plan to follow a life of crime, Mr. Naruhodo. Okay. And the cups and everything, they still left them on the table here. Ah, the ill-fated teacups, from which the two men drank on the ill-fated night. During their heated literary debate. Literary debate, yeah. Is that what you call it nowadays? Who's stronger, Romeo or Juliet? It sounds like it was quite a discussion. Now I think of it, I'm sure that the two lovers in the play ended their lives with poison. That's fiction, Mr. Sato. Let's hope it stays that way. Yeah, but maybe they drank something at the end of their fake restaging. Maybe they drank a little bit of something. Fake poison. Possible. So it turns out that Mr. Shamspeare wasn't eating the soap at all. That's right. The mystery of why he had it on a plate whilst holding a fork in his hand is solved. Yes, to prize his latest ice coin out of its mold. And in the process, he accidentally broke the bar of soap in two. It certainly was hard to imagine, let alone deduce. So this one we also had on the floor. Okay. Can he move out of the way? Because maybe there's something behind you that we need to investigate. It doesn't seem like there is anything else here, is there? Right, well, why don't we chat to this guy then a little bit? Are you looking for new clues, Inspector? Yeah, why is the Inspector here?
On all Van Zieg's orders, yeah. Don't come back till you've got something for me, he says.
Oh dear, who are you?
Yeah, all me. Because we've already searched every bleeding nook and cranny in this place. I don't know what he expects, to be honest. Thank goodness for warm chips is all I can say.
Well, at least he's honest. Alright, well that's it then. Doesn't seem like there's any other clues. But we've already looked at this. The king, I've always jumped. It doesn't seem like it's... Yeah, we've already had this discussion. Can you... Yeah, it's nothing new, nothing different. Hmm. I guess that's all we have here. I thought there would be more. But maybe we need to actually visit him. Where is Miss Green's hospital bed? But is Shamsby gonna be there as well? "22nd February, St. Bartholomew's Hospital Recovery Ward." What do you suppose is happening? Sounds like some sort of disturbance? Yes, I hear angry voices. Oh. "Be not angry, O ample lady. Verily, thou art mistaken." "Mistaken, my foot. You were looking at my painting. The eye of man hath not heard, the ear of man hath not seen. 'Twas foul indeed the poison that mustached villain gaveth me. Forgive me, lady. I wish that you'd died from that poison. God a mercy, ample lady, but thou seest I have vigor still. Behold my Shamspear dance." He doesn't look like he's just been poisoned, you know? This looks rather ominous, doesn't it? "Ha ha! Hello! Lo, 'tis the lawyer from the land whence riseth the sun. How now, how now? What are you doing here, Mr. Shamspear?" "Marry, I do believe I am returned onto another ward." "He was looking, that's what he was doing, looking at my terrible work. Eastern fellow, so darkly clad. Faith, thy work in court this morning was wonderful. I do applaud thee." "Oh, well, thank you." But that doesn't mean things will go so wonderfully for you tomorrow, does it?" That's not threatening at all. Oh, Jesus Christ. Either that is a very shitty staff, or he's scarily strong. "Anon, exeunt." Mr. Shamspear might technically be the victim in this case. Yeah, well observed, Ryunosuke, but there's definitely a lot more to it than that. It's very hard to pin the man down, but he is a creep. "I'm so sorry. I'm such an awful person." Miss Green? Is everything all right?" Oh, yes, I mean, don't worry about me. They're about to discharge me, so I must get ready to leave now." "Oh, I see. We're delighted that you'll soon be well enough to go home, Miss Green." "Oh dear, you're too kind. I don't deserve it." Right. Okay. So this is Miss Green's room. Does it say anything on there? This looks like the patient's treatment notes. Let's see. "Do not feed." What is this place? A zoo? You know, I seem to remember seeing an almost identical sign in our local park. For the pigeons. Yes, this is a person. Someone get this woman some food, because apparently they're not feeding her. Poor woman, I hope she hasn't read this. Oh my god. That's awful. Okay, we've already looked at all of this. So not much new, but maybe this is something new. This looks like the treatment notes for whoever's occupying this bed. Let's see. "Do not permit to run around the hospital." Patient doesn't seem to be here at the moment, so... He or she is probably running around the hospital then. Oh dear, how worrying. What's worrying is why they haven't discharged the patient yet. And what is this up here? There are all sorts of medicines in this cabinet, look. I'm not sure if it's safe leaving them in reach of everyone like this. Yes, you're right. I can imagine if you were peckish, you might try a whole bottle or two. Well, at least there seems to be a little lock to secure the cabinet doors. I don't imagine that would stop you if you were hungry. I worried that you'd break the lock. Hunger doesn't turn me into a criminal, you know, Mr. Sato? Well, enough hunger might. That is the truth of the matter, isn't it? Okay, let's ask her what the hell she was fighting with this weirdo for. So, are you feeling more like yourself today, Miss Green?
I am. Thank you. I mean, people do recover from ordeals like this, don't they? Even people like me.
Well, yes, it really was an ordeal, wasn't it?
As far as I was concerned, I was just walking along in the snow one evening, minding my own business. And then, completely out of the blue, I was struck in the back by a knife and collapsed unconscious for days.
To be fair, if that happened to me, that would scare the frick out of me as well, wouldn't it?
Of course, when I finally woke up again yesterday, the whole business had been cleared up already.
What a terrible week it's been for you.
Oh no, I'm sure I'm very lucky, really. I look back on this fondly.
Really?
Anyway, I must be getting my things together now, so I'm ready to be discharged.
Oh yes, of course. Sorry to take up your time when you're obviously busy. I thought we could ask her about why she was fighting with that dude, but clearly not. Okay, so done here then as well. So we were in the legal consult. I guess we still need to go to Sholmes' suite also. Prison. We can go speak to Soseki. Oh, the brass wolf, what's going on? Thanks for the follow. Whee! There we go. Emote's gone. 22nd February, local prison. Cell 9. There's 8 other prisoners in here. That's quite a big prison, isn't it? Or, I mean, jail. Oh, Mr. Natsume is back. Oops. Wrong button. So he is. Mr. Natsume. Hello? Oh, no. He's gonna cry, isn't he?
I'm a cat.
Sorry?
I don't know who Mr. Natsume is, or Herr Lock Sholmes. I don't know about courts or trials or old Baileys. I am a cat. That's what I am. Just a cat. Oh, I saw a first-time chat. Oh, the brass wolf. Howdy, howdy. How you doing? I hope you're having a great day. We are, certainly, because we're playing Great Days Attorney. And that's great every time you do it. Oh, I'm just a cat.
I think he's completely lost his marbles now, hasn't he? He's just like, I'm done. I'm done with this shit. You know, like, I've been accused of murder twice. I haven't murdered anyone. And, like, enough. Enough is enough.
Mr. Naruhodo, he's trying to escape from reality.
Trying to?
He already has. Completely.
So, what is your name then?
As yet, I have no name.
Oh God, he's almost like Olive Green. Mr. Naruhodo, he hasn't fully thought out his new identity yet. Maybe it's not too late to bring him back to reality. Do you think you could open your eyes for us, Mr. Natsume? Come on. You can do it. Would you like a little scratch on the back? Behind your ears? Would you open your eyes? Oh, there you go. Look at those beautiful eyes. Yes. Everything's gonna be okay. I am not a cat. It worked! He's back in the real world. Oh, what's going to become of me? No. Don't answer that. It's obvious. My accursed soul is never going to escape this accursed fate. Mr. Natsume, no. This morning's proceedings in court prove that there's hope. Yes, you're right. You're right. Yes, locum student Mr. Naruhodo Esquire was brilliant, but the Reaper is omnipresent in court in my lodgings. Here, there, everywhere. What's he looking straight at me for? I think perhaps there are some things we should discuss. Oh, yes, we must. This morning's trial. In my whole life, have I ever been so moved as I was today? No! Of course, if I cast my mind back, there were perhaps one or two other occasions that moved me more. But if I just block those out, then today being in that courtroom it was the most moving experience of my life. Mr. Naruhodo Esquire, you're too kind. Scotland Yard found the remaining tea just as we deduced and are analyzing it as we speak. There's nothing wrong with that tea. They won't find a drop of poison in it. That's a solemn, sworn Soseki certainty. Maybe someone has put the poison in it, though. I wouldn't be so sure. Tell me, did you both drink the tea at the same time that night? Maybe someone's put the poison in the soap. Oh, yes, most definitely. Remember, drink tea while it's hot. We both poured it down our throats like it was a hot bath for our bellies. And at the time, you were both completely fine. As shown by the fact that he and Mr. Shamspeare then engaged in the Romeo and Juliet match. I suppose the focus of tomorrow's proceedings will be how the poison was taken by the victim then. That Mr. Shamspeare. That rotten Shamspeare. What have I ever done to him? You don't recall him taking issue with you over anything you've done recently? I've been holed up in my room, immersed in books. I don't recall anything at all. Right. But what I don't understand is, why didn't he let me know sooner? Let you know what, Mr. Natsume? About the soap, of course. What else? Oh dear. Are you struggling with such a meager stipend? Of course I am. If I had money, I wouldn't have chosen to live in an accursed existence and such accursed lodgings. Oh yes, you said it's because the place is cursed that it's so cheap, didn't you? Exactly. Especially the room that I rent. The spirit of that capital offender who lived there still haunts the place, and it's trying to kill me. Capital offender? Might I ask, locum student Mr. Naruhodo Esquire, that the next time you visit me, you bring scores of super soft soaps? He's trying to do crime, isn't he? He's trying to do crime. I guess there's nothing else I can do here. We're done here. He just wants soap, that's all. So then, the only other things are Briar Road, Gary Depp's room, and Sholmes' suite. I guess we can say quick hi to Sholmes, and then I think we're gonna call it for the day. 22nd February, Sholmes' suite.
Oh, Runo and Susie, Hooray, you're back.
Hello, Iris. You're in fine spirits as always, I see.
I am. And you look as immaculately presented as ever, Susie.
Oh, I don't think I can do that voice today, actually.
Oh, you flatter me. Well, you couldn't have come at a better time. I just made a pot of tea. I'll set some cups.
Really? Thanks, Iris. But actually, what is that foul smell? Oh. Aha. The Wanderers return at last. Where on earth have the pair of you been? We've been in court, remember? Oh, for Mr. Mustache's case. That was today, was it? I'm sure I mentioned it only yesterday, Mr. Sholmes. I'm sure you did. Well, we can laugh about it now. So tell me, how did the trial go? Reasonably well so far. We've managed to escape without a guilty verdict at least. I mean, we didn't have to reload for that. Really? I would have liked to see it. And I must pass the time of day with Mr. Reaper again. It's been so long. Is Lord Van Zeeks an acquaintance, Mr. Sholmes? Naturally. There's not a person in the world who doesn't know my name, Mr. Naruhodo. Not quite what I asked, but still. Mr. Sholmes. Whatever is that odor? Yes, what is it? It's faint, but, how do I call it? It's absolutely awful. Aha, indeed. That's the scent of victory, my dear fellows. Victory in science. Oh dear. All right, I'll bite. What's he up to now? All right, let's just find out what that foul smell is. So, what is that indescribably foul smell? Ah, well, most probably this, I would say. What is that? My dear fellow, it is of course my latest invention. A chemical test that can identify whether or not a tea is genuine at the drop of some tea. Oh my. There are some unscrupulous sorts manning the stalls along some of London's less frequented streets. They regularly sell what purports to be high-quality tea, but is in fact merely dyed leaves of drab flavor. Well, that's certainly unsavory behavior. So, when one is presented with what appears to be black tea, one must be careful. Iris?
At the ready, Hurley.
Let us add a drop of my chemical to this cup of tea here. Do you see what happens? It turned completely black. And what a foul odor it's giving off. Indeed, the blacker the tea becomes and the more foul the odor, the better the tea is. It would appear that this cup was a particularly fine Darjeeling. That's very ingenious. But what do you do with that black liquid now? Why, dispose of it naturally. Surely you wouldn't like to drink it, would you? There does seem to be a rather obvious problem with your new invention, Mr. Sholmes. Hence why this chemical test is merely a test, my dear madam. Right. The point is, we are entering a new era of science, in the world of criminal investigation also. Yes, forensic science. Oh, these are such exciting times. I regularly engage in this scientific experimentation alongside my unofficial consulting detective work. The Herlock Sholmes method will be the foundation upon which modern investigative technique is based. This little tea, indicant, was a happy byproduct of my ongoing forensic science research. Forensic science? I suppose I should find out more about that. All right, let's find out what forensic science is. So, your t-test, is that an example of forensic science? Indeed it is. An essential tool in cases that hinge on the knowledge of whether some tea is of high or inferior quality. Not a huge number of cases, then. Perhaps a more practical example is required. Fingerprints. Not yet accepted in our courts as evidence, I might add. Really, we are dragging our heels there. I hadn't even heard of them until recently, which is partly why I undertake research in this field myself, of course. Does that mean you're studying fingerprints, Mr. Sholmes? There are others in that field already, and I abhor the company of inferior minds. No, what I am researching is skin prints. Skin prints? A nomenclature of my own design, as is this chemical agent that makes it possible. It instantly reveals objects touched by whichever person is under investigation. Brilliant, Mr. Sholmes. As long as it doesn't turn everything completely odorous and black. I assure you, my dear fellows, you will witness my forensic talents in action very soon indeed. That seems like a good prediction. And then next time, we can figure out what the history is between, and I'm going to save just in case, between, that's where we'll continue, and we'll find out what the history is between Sholmes and Barack, and what they've been up to. But I'm very glad that we managed to prove some important things, and we managed to prove that well, what do I say? Prove, I don't know, I guess a few things just in court, that possibly the tea was not the way of poison. Yeah, I'm very looking forward to where the course goes next. So, thank you ever so much, everyone, for joining it. I'm gonna make my screen big, and I think my good friend Mia, our good friend Mia, is over and streaming, and we can just give her a little raid and say hi. I think she's playing Metaphory Fantasio. But thanks ever so much for today. Oh, and I should say, so I'm planning to do an AMA, an Ask Me Anything, on Tuesday next week, I think. That is the plan for now. And I might do like a thing, like basically like ask questions on Reddit and stuff, and like just, and obviously like people in chat can also just ask questions or whatever, and then we can just have a little bit of a chat. If at some point I get too flustered, maybe we can, like, I don't know, like, is there like, I think somebody mentioned at some point, like, what is it, like Jackbox games or something? Also, like is there, I thought if people have suggestions, maybe I can ask in chat if there's like simple games that one can play or something like that at the same time as answering questions or whatever, or chatting, or maybe like playing games with like other people together, with like people that are in chat. Maybe that'd be fun. But that's the plan, I think, for Tuesday, and then I think I'm gonna do more Wukong on Wednesday, and then I'm not sure about when the next Great Ace Attorney is. It might then be Thursday as well, but I'm not entirely sure. Yes, I will update my schedule accordingly, and post it on the socials, on the and I have thought more also about Discord, and I think maybe I will actually just make a Discord, just like initially also just to kind of like, if people want to just sub there, and then I can just put my updates on there, so then it's on there, and then that can be like the official thing of like this is what I'm doing or something, you know? Maybe that's helpful. Maybe that's helpful to do. But I haven't set that up yet. But I've been thinking that maybe that's a good idea. So think that's the plan. But for now, I'll give you balloons and a little bit more lasers and shit. Look, we can go party with Show. Oh no, he disappears. But I'm gonna do all of that, and then we can raid my friend Fumiya, and I'm gonna say goodbye to y'alls, and I'll see you all on the other side. Take care. Love to y'all. Goodbye.